Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Matt with Coyote Creek Archery. Thanks for watching today. This video is going to be a little bit different than what I've done in the past. I don't have any new products to review or any arrow builds to show you or anything like that. But this is archery and hunting related, and I know this probably won't get near as many views as it should. And that's not what I'm after, is views and likes and subscriptions and all that. But what I want is to get the message out and to get other people involved, because what this video is about is our right to hunt and fish and enjoy um, our lifestyles in the outdoors in a responsible and managing way. And there's a lot of people that are against us, that that for some reason or other they don't they don't agree with our point of view, with um, being able to do these things outdoors and to be able to manage the wildlife for hunting and for our enjoyment. And there's a lot of people out there, a lot more than you realize, that are working hard and have a lot of money, that are fighting against us. And so it's neat here recently to see hunters getting united over these things, but we need more of you, and we need more people involved. And so some of the issues that I'm going to talk about today really deal with that. But I want to start out with me personally, in some ways that I've had some, I guess you could say, political issues. And I don't want to get political at all. I used to follow politics quite a bit, listen to a lot of talk radio and some of that, and it just stressed me out, and it made me angry and frustrated. And I don't watch the news anymore because I don't. Every time I do, it's always biased, and it always it makes me frustrated. And so that's why I like YouTube. I can go on and I can select what I want to watch, find some positivity, find some things that are archery and hunting related, and things that I'm interested in, things that I enjoy. But and myself, you might have noticed if you've been to my website has changed. I spent a lot of time over the winter building an online store, only to be told that I had to take it down because of the nature of the items that I was selling, and they were not going to allow me to continue to do business with them. Once they told me that, I didn't want to do business with them anyways, and but it did leave me in a situation where I had to work to find some other solutions. And so I've done that. Um, and I've happily moved on. I think that things are better. So, you always have to watch out for those things. The, I was using Weebly before, and Weebly is owned by Square now. And that's who, and I talked with them, and they were very pleasant about it. Obviously I didn't talk with their managers. I talked with their customer service representatives, and they were understanding and worked with me pretty well. But I was able to get back what I had spent on um, contracts with subscriptions for running the website, and my domain name, and get all that back, and get, because a lot of that stuff is renewed at the beginning of the year, at least for me it is. And so I was able to get that money back, which was great, and everything was transferred over well. And I started a Wix site, and Wix doesn't allow you to process credit cards for archery and that type of thing either, but there are other options as far as credit card processors. So I'm using Wix now for my website, and that's gone well. For my credit card processor, I am now using a company called Fortis, and Fortis has been really good. And I found them because they work with FFLs and firearm dealers. And so I don't sell firearms. I don't have an FFL, and but I do sell archery equipment, and so they were glad to work with me, and so far so good. So that's kind of where I wanted to start this a while back, and kind of talk about that and where I'm at. I do have an online store, and I think it's bigger and better than what it was before. So if you do want to help me out and support my channel in any way, that's a great way to do it, is just go check out my online store and purchase an item or two, or whatever you're interested there. And if you don't, that's great as well. Um, I will tell you, it's a little bit different in how things are handled, because I'm using Fortis for my credit card processor. Is, let's say you want to buy a new rest, you can go on there and you can purchase the rest and click submit your order. Your credit card is not going to be charged right away. What will happen is you'll receive an invoice, and then you'll have to pay that invoice to your email. So one extra step, but it's safe and secure, and there's no issues there. So if that's something you're interested in, check out my website, coyotecreekarchery.com. There's a lot of items there in the online store. And as I get new products in, those will always be added to the store as well. So the only thing that I'm not able to sell online is bows from Bowtech and Elite, current model bows that are still in production from Bowtech and Elite. Diamond bows can be sold online, so you can purchase those on there as well. But any of your Bowtech and Elite bows will show as out of stock. I still have them in stock here in store. You just have to purchase them here from the pro shop, and you come in and I'll get you all set up with that as well. So anyway, enough of that. Other things I wanted to discuss in this video is just it's early spring here. It's early March, and we're still in the legislative session. And already in Kansas, we've had to fight a couple of things with. And it's all greed. It is. It's legislators who are greedy, and they're in there for the wrong reasons. And they're not there to help us. They're not there to help the common person out there. They're there to help themselves and help out their buddies and try to make money off of it. And it's sad that we even have to do this. But that's a reality that we face. And at least we're in a country where we're free to voice our opinions, and we have that First Amendment to say, hey, we're not putting up with this, and we can vote you out. Hopefully we can vote you out. So, but we need to stand together and work together on this. So already in Kansas, we've been able to fight a few of those issues, but it's going on all around the country. And the biggest thing that you can do is just to join your state bow hunting organization, and that helps you to be informed. I've been a member of the Kansas Bow Hunters Association since 2003, so that makes 21 years now. And I'm not very involved. I'm not very active, but I pay my membership dues. I receive the magazine. I receive email updates, so at least I kind of know what's going on. We've got people that are doing a lot of work in Topeka, and at least keeping us updated the best they can on what's going on, so that we're able to fight these battles here locally. But it's great that you're fighting things in your own state, but we need your help also in other states. Even if you don't hunt out of state, there's a lot of things going on in other states where there's a lot of anti-hunting, not just legislation, but commissioners being appointed, and even some states like Colorado are putting things up for a vote to the general public. So you have people who have no idea about hunting. These bills that are coming up this fall, are about hunting cats, bobcats, and mountain lions, and that type of thing is going to be on the ballot, which to me makes absolutely no sense. Why you have a division, your fish and game division, that's there to work on management, but you're putting that up to a vote by the voting public. So Colorado needs your help, and to try to get that stopped. There's other states that have some issues going on as well. A lot of Western states just have a lot of things going against them. And as the voter ideas, I guess, and people's mindset shift on things, are moving to more of an urban environment. They're not connected with the outdoors. They're not connected with hunting. And they can be easily persuaded one way or the other, just based off of emotions, off of commercials, based off of billboards. And it may not be true. It may not be true information that's put out there, but they're still persuaded because they're not involved directly, and yet they still have a vote in things. So a couple of things that you can do. Obviously, like I said, your local bow hunting organization is a great place to go. Join that and at least try to stay up to date on what's going on. I'm also a member of the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, and they do a great job with just a lot of things, all things wildlife, habitat restoration, purchasing land that stop it from being developed so that it can remain as travel corridors for animals, or places where maybe connected to some other pieces of public property that expands hunting opportunities and habitat opportunities for the wildlife as well. So I like, and you don't have to like everything about them either. Not every organization is going to be perfect, but they're there for a purpose, and they're there to help us out. And so anything that you can do to support them is great. There's others, like I said, I belong to the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. There's Mule Deer Foundation, National Wild Turkey Foundation, Ducks Unlimited, Pheasants Forever, Quail Unlimited. You've got Wild Sheep Foundation, National Deer Association. Just some of the ones that I came up across the top of my head, and I'm sure there's others out there that are doing great things. So any of those that might fit your interests, support those organizations and help them out, because they're going to help us as hunters in the long run. Even if you're not hunting out of state, maybe you live in a state and everything is great there, you don't have any issues. Um, but these anti-hunters are working away bit by bit and piece by piece. They're not coming after every state and want to ban hunting altogether all at once, because they know that's impossible. But they know if they can nip away at our rights little by little, state by state, eventually over the years, they'll have things dwindled down where there'll be nothing left to hunt. Even here in Kansas, we have a constitutional right that we voted on several years back to hunt, fish, and trap. But that doesn't necessarily guarantee that it's going to be there forever. So we still have to continue to fight for our rights. Another couple of things that I want you to encourage you to look at would be howlforwildlife.org. That's HOWL, howlforwildlife.org. There was a podcast I watched back a couple weeks ago, by the Go Hunt guys, the Big Hunt podcast, and they sat down with the Howl guys, and that really opened my eyes to a lot of things. Talked about makes it very easy for you to get involved and contact these different state legislatures and tell them your opinion. You can go in there and fill out your information and send emails very easily, and try to let them know that there's a lot of us out there that are fighting against these anti-hunting policies that they're trying to put in place. Like I said, Colorado has a big vote coming up, and Coloradans for Responsible Wildlife Management is an organization that's working to stop a lot of this legislation that's out there to ban. Right now, the big issue in Colorado is looking to ban mountain lion and cat and bobcat hunting and those types of, and they're calling it trophy hunting. So if you definition of trophy hunting is different for everyone. For me, trophy hunting, my trophy is the memories, that I have with my family and friends, the meat that I get to put in my freezer and enjoy every year with my family and friends. That's a trophy to me. So if they're looking to ban trophy hunting, that means something completely different to me than it does to someone else. Now, I'm not sure what their definition of it is directly, but their website, this is Coloradans for Responsible Wildlife Management, is SaveTheHuntColorado.com. Anything you can do to help them, if you can give them a small donation, those small donations will add up and it will help them in the fight to help the people in Colorado, which in turn, if you ever do decide, yeah, I want to hunt in Colorado someday, it's a great state to hunt, but the political landscape there has changed a lot over the last several years, and it's not a rural hunting minded state that I think it once was. And so they need our help as well. And you help out your neighbor, hopefully that they help you back. So maybe someday you need their help and they'll come back in return and help you out. So those are a couple of things I want you to look at. Howlforwildlife.org, SaveTheHuntColorado.com. Join your local state bow hunting organization and try to stay involved. I know we're all busy. We all have a lot of things going on. But if we let these things go and we let these things slide and we don't do something about it now, one of these days we're not going to have places to hunt. We're not going to have the right to hunt and fish and trap and enjoy the outdoors and God's creation. So we've got to do all we can right now, join together as hunters and fight to stop these things in their tracks, and hopefully make some big setbacks for these organizations that are anti-hunter organizations that are fighting against us right now. So anyways, hopefully you're still out there. I'm about 14 minutes into this and I'm going to close things up. Get off this video right now and go to some of these websites and do what you can to help out and see if we can put a stop to this. So hope you're having a great spring. We've got turkey season coming up here shortly here in Kansas. Not a whole lot of turkeys around. I know across the country turkey numbers are kind of down. So I love to turkey hunt, but again, I want to see the populations rebound. That's a great thing about hunters. We are the ultimate conservationists. You have these people that are anti-hunters and they say that they care all about the wildlife, but they don't do near as much for conservation and for wildlife management as what hunters do. All the money that we spend on our hunting products, that proceeds of that all goes for the Robertson Act goes in and helps with wildlife management and keeps those animals there for generations. And you all want your kids and grandkids and their kids and grandkids to be able to enjoy these things that we do as well. So that's why this is so important. It's also 3D season, so if you're into the outdoor 3D archery, you're probably gearing up for that as well. And I'm hoping. Last year in my videos, I said I was going to do this, and I never did because I got so busy. Most of these shoots are on weekends, and here in the shop, Saturdays are always the busiest time, so it's hard to get away and do that. But I hope this year I can do that and get out and shoot a little bit of 3D because I love to shoot. And so anyway, warming up. It's time to get outside and do some of that. So folks, appreciate you watching. Get out there and visit these websites and do all you can to help out and make sure that we have the right to hunt and fish for generations. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great day.